Are you a huge fan of pushing yourself with push-ups, bench press, overhead presses, handstands, whatever, but does it always leave you with a tight chest and shoulder area? Well, in today's video we're going to see a passive stretch that is going to open up this complete area. So let's go! So to start this passive stretch, what you want to do is you want to find a straight line so you can put your fingers on it. Most of the time I use a crease of the tiles that I have and I put my fingers on there. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to put my butt forward and I'm going to bend at the elbows so that I get a nice stretch in the front of my shoulders. Very important in this stretch is that your elbows are bent. Typically you see guys doing this with straight elbows, and this might put a little bit more stretch on your shoulders, but it's also going to put a lot of stress on the elbow joint, and that is something that we want to avoid. We want to have this stretch as comfortable as possible with a little bit of pain, a little bit of like you feel your shoulders stretching, but you don't want to feel it in other areas. So that's why I'm a huge proponent of bending at the elbows. So for the width of the shoulders, what we want to focus on is to keep them at shoulder width, and if you want to increase the intensity a little bit, you can always pull your elbows closer to each other, and then you will feel that the stretch becomes more intense. What we want to be mindful of here is that we're not pushing it to 100% intensity. What we're after is an intensity of around 60 to 70%, meaning that we can stay in the stretch for a longer period of time. What we're aiming for here is 30 seconds to a minute. And that is crucial because what we're going to see is the muscles will stop resisting and they're going to loosen up the longer that you're going to be in the stretch. In the stretch, what we also want to be mindful of is to be completely relaxed. What you can even do is let your chin rest on your chest so that everything is completely relaxed and you can put a little bit more pressure on the shoulders. But what you also need to be mindful of is to breathe very slow and controllably. You don't want to tense up because that means that the intensity is still too high. And then you have to just scoot back a little bit with your butt so that the distance becomes smaller. Now, from here on, you want to really relax and you want to breathe into your shoulders. And what I typically use is 3 seconds of breathing in and then 3 seconds of breathing out. And by doing this at a slow pace, you're going to feel a lot better results than just go to 100% intensity and then just hold it there for like 2 seconds and then get out of it. Effectiveness is key, and that's why I'm such a huge fan of passive stretching. You go into the stretch and then it's all about the mental game. You really try to calm yourself down, you really try to be mindful of your breathing, and then your body is going to do its thing and it's going to relax anyway. And yeah, I've been doing this stretch for like 3 or 4 sets of 30 to 60 seconds. And it helps me tremendously with opening up my shoulder area, but also to relieve some tension on my upper traps. Go back to the basics, do the fundamental, basic and easy stretches, but do them for a longer period of time and you're going to see amazing results. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I guess I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Bye!